It's us, your friends. Your friends from getting outside the 9 to 5. We are presently outside the Monday through Friday 9 to 5. What are we doing today, Bekah?
We're on our way to a campsite just outside of Harrisonburg, Virginia, to just check out the area, do some camping, maybe check out a trail.
Definitely looking at checking out a trail. Should be good. So it's right in the Shenandoah Valley, and we were trying to book for Peaks of Otter because we were really hoping to start seeing some changing leaves. I think we're maybe a little bit early for that, but unfortunately, Hurricane Helene has ravaged most of those campsites. So while that sucks, the inconvenience of having to move campsites is absolutely nothing compared to the devastation Helene visited upon all kinds of communities in our area. It's heartbreaking. I don't know if you've seen Asheville. It's one of our favorite places on earth, and it is so heartbreaking. It is awful. So we are grateful that we are only minorly inconvenienced, and our heart goes out to everyone who is in a much, much worse situation than simply having to change campsites. Anyway, so we are meeting up with my dad, which will be a lot of fun. We've got the dog in the back seat, but he's beat, and it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, it's kind of a fun turn of events. Normally, we show up to go camping with your dad, and he has all the supplies.
That's right.
This time, our truck is full of the supplies, and he just gets to show up.
That's right, yeah. We finally switched.
Quite the role reversal.
That's right. He's probably like, finally.
That's right.
Finally, I don't have to be
raised
the
him
guy.
right.
Yeah. Testing a little bit of new gear, which will be fun. Mostly I've just consolidated after my last trip, and we have so much more space in the truck. I have a bad habit of over compartmentalizing. So last time I had like a box for every function, and it took up the entire truck bed. And this time I was like, okay, that was too much.
Yeah, and as you're cooking, you're trying to find oh, that's in the linen box.
Right, no, that's in the spatula box. You're looking for the spice box. Yeah. That's how I tend to think about things. Then I gotta iterate.
Learn as you go.
Step back, yeah.
That's right.
It's been fun. Also, we noticed this weekend, not 40 minutes from where we're camping, is the Overland East Expo. Which unfortunately, that probably ate up the remainder of the campsites around. So we might try to go check that out tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And I've already told Bekah we're going to spend $800,000 on new gear while we're there.
I'm going to hide his wallet.
That's fine, right?
We're just going to get some ideas.
Yeah, we're just window shopping. I mean, unless there's like a really good sale. Because then think about how much you save.
We'll have to report back after that one.
All right. Well, hey, the sky just went from overcast to beautiful blue. We're expecting wonderful weather. And what do you say? We'll check in when we get to the campsite.
That's good. We'll see you there.
Once we got off the interstate, our drive-in was beautiful, even if our passenger princess was asleep the whole time. We drove through this cute town called Gordonsville. It had a cute winery right there on the right, shops, restaurants. Fun place to explore if you're ever around there.
Our campsite for the weekend was a hip camp on the edge of a farm. At first, we were a little disappointed by its proximity to civilization, but we quickly grew to love it.
Go on.
And no one loved it more than Hudson, with a flowing creek just a few feet away.
In addition to Hudson's personal water park, this hip camp had about 4 or 5 other sites where folks could camp. There was a pretty large group down the way from us, but we rarely heard them with the white noise of the stream and the trees around.
Setting up camp is always my favorite part. It's fun to try out the new gear, the new organization, and just feeling like you're settling in. The weather was absolutely perfect, and I knew, with that flowing stream right by us, I was going to sleep like a baby tonight.
Sleeping on the job.
What can I say? I was already feeling sleepy. With the campsite all set up, I was eager to check out a nearby trail. I found a series of easy trails, basically just Forest Service roads, called Cub Run and Emerald Pond, and supposedly at the end of Emerald Pond there was a secluded, well, as the name suggests, Emerald Pond. We weren't quite sure what we were looking for and I couldn't find any pictures of it, so we set out to explore.
About halfway through the trail, we stumbled upon a really fun surprise of this beautiful little waterfall. We had to pause and take a picture, and our dog could not understand why he couldn't get out. As we kept going, to our right, there were even more flowing streams, and the leaves were changing. The fall breeze was coming through the windows. It really overall made this seemingly simple trail really picturesque.
When we reached the end of Emerald Pond Trail, I was disappointed to not see a pond. But nearby there was a closed road, and as we zoomed in on OnX, we could see, hey, there's a pond over there. So we jumped out of the truck and walked maybe a half mile to find a gorgeous sight. The pond really was beautiful. Crystal clear water with just a hint of green, and again, no one was happier than our water dog Hudson. The pictures here really don't do it justice. It really felt like we stumbled upon some secret. It was absolutely beautiful and serene, and I loved spending time here. Though it was just a little thing, I think visiting the pond was a real highlight for all of us. As I mentioned, it felt like a secret we found. Fantastic. After we spent some time there, it was time to head back. I'm just getting a little video of Truck Mama here. Bekah wanted to drive the trails back, but in hindsight, was it that she wanted to drive, or that she didn't want to have to sit with the wet dog?
It does seem like I was figured out. Actually, I really enjoyed this drive. It was pretty nostalgic for me. I grew up down a gravel road, not quite as long as this one, but it was fun to get back on gravel when pretty much our whole lives are pavement. When we got back to the campsite, we started a fire, made some quick and easy dinner, butter chicken, it was great, while others of us tried to repair something.
In this episode of MTV Cribs, we're down one tent pole. So what we've devised a rope up to the tree. That's not half bad. You made it work, man. Uh-oh. I'll help you out. Let me stop videoing and actually help you. As the sun set and night came on, we sat warming by the fire, blissfully contented. Our hearts and bellies were full, and we took the time to soak in the serenity. Times like these act like a balm, soothing the noise of daily life and reminding us of simple joys. There's something about a campfire that invites stillness, a moment to be present, to breathe in the crisp night air, and feel the warmth of connection, both with each other and with nature. These are the moments that anchor us.
After a great night's sleep, Steven's dad made us delicious huevos for breakfast. If you have not watched our New Mexico video, go back and watch it because you might start to notice a trend that we eat huevos a lot. I guess that's what you get for marrying someone from New Mexico. The meal was delicious. Thank you, Hudson, for jumping on me with your dirty paws. It was a great way to wrap up our morning.
Finally, it was time to pack up. Definitely my least favorite part of camping. We took our time this morning, making it pretty easy, which didn't leave enough time to hit the Overland Expo East, but that's okay. We had such a wonderful time.
Here's the thing. We often think that to make a trip like this worth it, we need a weekend or more of time. But what I learned this go around is that in just 24 hours, you can find rest, relaxation, adventure, and connection. So don't worry so much about the time. Just take the trip. We'll see you out there.